Let's talk about the Global Health Field Experience requirement. This is an opportunity to become knowledgeable about aspects of global health and see global health issues in practice. Students can complete their Global Health Field Experience requirement through an internship, a research opportunity, a volunteer position, and even a study abroad program that has a Global Health Field Experience component. Let's talk a little bit about what the requirements are to complete your field experience. You'll need to complete 100 hours, and that can be completed over 5 weeks minimum at a research service or clinical site, or if you're doing an international opportunity, this can be completed over a 3-week time period. It can be domestic or international because we look at the United States as part of the globe when we're thinking about global health. It can be a credit or non-credit bearing opportunity. Your placement must be pre-approved. You need to complete all health and safety training prior to beginning at your site, and students will find their own field experience based on their own interest. If you're completing the honors thesis seminar you're planning to, you need to complete the field experience by the end of fall quarter of your senior year. All other students must complete by the end of the quarter that you want to graduate. So your graduation degree deferral will not be approved until your field experience hours are submitted. The field experience requirement is optional for minors. And as I mentioned, you can complete this over 5 weeks for domestic or over 3 weeks for international. And students can combine up to 3 experiences to get their 100 hours. What are the steps for getting started? So first, you'll want to research field experience options. We have pre-approved list on our Global Health website. If you don't see something that fits your need, you can find your own experience and submit a pre-approval request. The next step is to contact the organization or professor or research lab to inquire if there's opportunities available and get started. Don't forget to log your hours. And first, review the health and safety information page on the Global Health website. Upon completion of your hours, you'll have your supervisor sign your field experience log or send a letter of verification to Global Health Advising at ucsd.edu. How do you find your experience? There are many ways to find your experience. One is on the Global Health website, which I'll show you in a moment. Some other ways are looking at the Global Health blog and seeing what other Global Health students have done for their field experience, networking, talk to other Global Health students, talk to your professors. Follow us on our Facebook page. We have a page dedicated to finding global health field experiences. Read your global health emails. We send out a weekly newsblast and a monthly newsletter where we provide a lot of opportunities for field experience. And also look at the REAL portal, the San Diego database of internship opportunities on campus. If you don't see something that you like, you're able to submit a pre-approval request for your own field experience. So I'll show you where that is on the website as well. And then you'll also want to keep a log of your hours. When you complete those, complete your log, complete your hours, you'll submit that to Global Health Advising at ucsd.edu, and you'll have your supervisor sign this log. Let's talk a little bit about safety when you're doing your field experience and what your expectations should be. So we don't expect students to be assisting in surgeries or drawing blood, things that they're not trained to do. So you should not be providing direct patient care such as testing, diagnosing, or treating patients. We leave that to the trained professionals. You are there to learn, observe, and assist where you can and where it makes sense. So it's really important that you'll need to understand the limitations of what you can and cannot do when abroad, and look at the ethics, integrity, culture, professionalism, and reciprocity of the experience. So you are representing UC San Diego and you're representing yourself as an individual. So that's very important that you review some of these guidelines on the website. And then also taking a look at the health, safety, security, and risk management associated with this. So some things to think about when thinking about ethical behavior. So that's things such as maintaining confidentiality of patients, so HIPAA, following the written and unwritten rules of the site that you're working at, and adhering to HIPAA and other relevant regulations. You'll not want to overstep your boundaries or your scope of training and practice. So let me give you a little overview on the Global Health website, where to find these resources. So you go to the undergraduate tab, field experience, and this will bring you to the homepage for the field experience requirement, where you can see some of the requirements and overviews here. On the side, you'll see there's a tab for pre-approved opportunities, the pre-approval request, and submitting verification. So that's where you're going to go. So to submit your verification, here you can come and you can find the Global Health hours log here. And you'll want to download this, and there's a place for a signature here on the second page. And then if you find your own field experience, there's a pre-approval request here. So you'll submit this with information about the site, what you'll be doing during that experience, and tell us a little bit more about the program. So our director reviews those requests, and you should get a notification within a week if that's approved or not. And when thinking about opportunities to find experiences outside of our pre-approved options, it needs to be health related. It needs to have some sort of global context. So whether working with diverse populations and different cultures, and it needs to be relevant to what you're interested in. So you don't want to complete the global health field experience just to check a box. This is something that's going to go on your resume. It could lead to future job opportunities. So you want to be really intentional about the field experience that you select. So here we have, if you scroll down, how to fulfill the experience. So research the field experience options. So we have a pre-approved list that you can look through. So here you'll see there's a list of special programs and organizations, research centers, community organizations, and hospitals that are pre-approved, and then also some links to some of the UCSD internship portals here. So let's take a look, for instance, at the special programs page. So if you scroll through here, you can see some programs that students have already participated in. And a lot of times we'll send out information about these programs in the Global Health Newsletter, so keep a lookout for that. But you can also go and seek out information on your own if you're trying to prepare. So you'll see that here. We have many programs that students have participated in. So those are some ideas there. We also have a list of research centers that students have worked at. So you could peruse through there and see if there's anything that fits your interest. But again, we encourage you, if there's a topic that you have in mind, you can reach out directly to that research lab and request a pre-approval to work with them. So anything from the Center for Community Health or the Center for Global Mental Health, those are just two examples of the many of opportunities our students have participated in. So the field experience requirement is really an opportunity for you to find out what you like, what you don't like, where your skill set lies, and where you can potentially see yourself working in the future. And this will also help give you a foundation as you're going through your global health coursework, that you can connect this to a real life experience. And that's going to be a very meaningful connection for you. So we hope that you take this as an opportunity to give yourself some new skills and some exposure. And many of our students say this is their favorite part about the program. So we hope you enjoy.